Donnie Yen versus Master Hong, Ip Man 2, 2010, Extended Story. In the bustling streets of 1950s, Hong Kong, martial arts schools flourished, each led by masters fiercely protective of their traditions. Ip Man, a Wing Chun Grandmaster, had recently arrived in the city, hoping to open his own school and pass down his art. However, the martial arts community was ruled by a strict hierarchy, and any newcomer had to earn the right to teach by proving their worth in combat. Ip Man's presence was soon met with resistance, especially from Master Hong, a respected Hung Gar master and the chairman of the local martial arts association. To gain acceptance, Ip Man was required to face a series of fights against other masters, culminating in a challenge against Master Hong himself. A fight that would take place atop a large round table, symbolizing balance and skill. The fight begins. With martial artists and students gathered around, Ip Man stepped onto the table. Across from him stood Master Hong, an older but immensely powerful fighter with years of experience. Their eyes locked in mutual respect, and with a simple nod, the battle began. Master Hong attacked first, striking with powerful Hung Gar techniques, solid, grounded stances, and devastatingly strong strikes. His fists moved like iron hammers, seeking to break through Ip Man's defenses. However, Ip Man's Wing Chun was built on speed, precision, and economy of motion. He deflected Hong's attacks with minimal movement, redirecting the force rather than absorbing it. The two fighters moved with breathtaking speed, each strike and block resonating through the room. The crowd watched in awe as Master Hong unleashed a powerful series of chain punches, only for Ip Man to deflect them masterfully and counter with his own rapid attacks. The battle for balance, the challenge, wasn't just about skill, it was also about balance. The round table swayed under their shifting weight, forcing both men to maintain perfect control. One misstep could send them tumbling down, an instant loss in the eyes of the martial arts community. Master Hong, recognizing Ip Man's adaptability, intensified his attacks. He aimed for Ip Man's legs, trying to unbalance him, but the Wing Chun master countered smoothly, stepping just enough to evade while delivering sharp, precise counter-strikes. The fight continued with increasing intensity. Master Hong demonstrated his iron body technique, absorbing some of Ip Man's strikes with minimal reaction. However, the younger master's relentless precision started taking a toll. A well-placed palm strike to the chest forced Master Hong back, nearly sending him off the table. With a deep breath, the elder master steadied himself and launched a final, powerful, each strike carrying the weight of decades of discipline. But in a decisive moment, Ip Man's lightning-fast counter landed a precise punch to Master Hong's sternum, halting his attack. The crowd fell silent as Hong, still standing, took a step back and then smiled. Honor and acceptance. Recognizing Ip Man's skill, Master Hong bowed slightly, signaling his acceptance. Though he had lost, he had gained deep respect for Ip Man's discipline and philosophy. In return, Ip Man showed humility, bowing deeply to his opponent. The fight had ended, but a greater challenge awaited them both. The arrival of Western boxing in Hong Kong, challenging the very foundation of Chinese martial arts. With newfound respect and unity, Master Hong and Ip Man would soon face an even greater battle, one that would determine the future of their traditions. Donnie Yen versus Master Hong, Ip Man 2, 2010. Extended Story. In the bustling streets of 1950s, Hong Kong, martial arts schools flourished, each led by masters fiercely protective of their traditions. Ip Man, a Wing Chun Grandmaster, had recently arrived in the city, hoping to open his own school and pass down his art. However, the martial arts community was ruled by a strict hierarchy, and any newcomer had to earn the right to teach by proving their worth in combat. Ip Man's presence was soon met with resistance, especially from Master Hong, a respected Hung Gar master and the chairman of the local martial arts association. Hong was a traditionalist, believing that only the strongest and most disciplined should be allowed to teach martial arts. To gain acceptance, Ip Man was required to face a series of fights against other masters, culminating in a challenge against Master Hong himself. A fight that would take place atop a large round table, symbolizing balance and skill. The fight begins. In a large, dimly lit hall filled with Hong Kong's most respected martial artists, the air was thick with anticipation. The round wooden table, slightly elevated, stood at the center of the room, like a stage. Master Hong, a towering figure with an aura of experience and authority, stepped onto the platform with effortless grace. His movements were deliberate, radiating confidence earned through years of master, a martial art known for its powerful stances and ironclad strikes. Ip Man, calm and composed, followed suit, bowing with deep respect before assuming his Wing Chun stance. With a single nod from Master Hong, the battle commenced. Master Hong struck first, his fists moving like hammers, each strike carrying the weight of decades of discipline. His movements were heavy and grounded, embodying the strength and stability of Hung Gar. Ip Man, in contrast, relied on fluidity, deflecting the powerful blows with calculated efficiency. His hands moved like water, redirecting Hong's attacks rather than meeting them head-on. A duel of strategy and skill. The two warriors danced atop the unstable surface, each forced to maintain perfect balance. Every step had to be precise. One wrong move could lead to instant defeat. Master Hong aimed low, attempting to sweep Ip Man's legs out from under him. But the Wing Chun master reacted instantly, lifting his foot just enough to evade before countering with a lightning-fast series of chain punches. The blows struck Hong's chest, forcing him back, but he quickly steadied himself. Recognizing Ip Man's exceptional adaptability, Master Hong shifted strategies. Instead of brute force, he began utilizing complex hand techniques, testing the limits of Ip Man's reflexes. His iron bridge techniques created an impenetrable defense, making it nearly impossible for Ip Man to land a clean hit. But Ip Man was not easily outmaneuvered. He closed the distance, stepping within the range of Hong's strikes and used his opponent's own force against him. His hands moved in rapid succession, redirecting energy with controlled precision. The tension in the room grew as the fight escalated, both men refusing to give in. Each clash of fists echoed like thunder, each block and strike a display of pure mastery. The breaking point of sweat dripped from their brows as the intensity reached its peak. Master Hong, realizing that conventional methods weren't enough, launched a final, powerful assault. His palm strike, backed by every ounce of his strength, surged forward like a tidal wave. Ip Man barely had a fraction of a second to react. With supreme focus, he intercepted the strike mid-air, redirecting its force and twisting Master Hong's arm just enough to break his stance. The shift was subtle, but critical. Master Hong stumbled slightly, his foot sliding toward the edge of the table. He fought to regain his balance, but in that split second, Ip Man struck. A sharp, controlled palm strike landed squarely against Hong's chest, pushing him back. For a moment, time seemed to stand still. Master Hong teetered at the edge, then, with remarkable control, planted his foot just in time to keep from falling. Silence filled the room as he looked at Ip Man, his breathing heavy. Then, a small smile crept onto the elder master's face. Honor and acceptance. Master Hong took a step forward, nodding with deep respect. Though he had lost, he had gained something more valuable, an understanding of Ip Man's philosophy and skill. The room erupted in applause as the two warriors bowed to each other. Ip Man had proven himself not just through skill, but through his unwavering humility and discipline. But this victory was only the beginning. As the martial arts community accepted Ip Man into their ranks, a new threat loomed on the horizon: the arrival of Western boxing in Hong Kong. A brutal British fighter, arrogant and dismissive of Chinese martial arts, would soon challenge everything they stood for. With newfound allies and an unshakable resolve, Ip Man prepared for the greatest fight of his life, one that would determine the future of Chinese Kung Fu itself.